learning goal 46, we're going to be kind of going back a little bit to our area discussions that we did a little while back. We're going to take a look at how can we solve for the area of composite shapes. And we're going to be kind of do a little bit of review, and then we're going to move on to, again, area of composite shapes. So first thing that I want to take a look at is just to mention here how our world, okay, is made up of many different shapes. Okay, it's made up of many different shapes. We see it all around us. We understand that there are many different shapes. Some of them are what we call regular shapes. Okay, these would be what we might consider to be nice. And again, I use the term nice in parentheses there. Nice means that, well, they're even, they're regular. We can kind of solve for them, and we can find the area of those shapes. Other shapes can be thought of as combinations of these regular shapes. Okay, so we can think of them as being a combination of these regular shapes, and we can kind of try to solve and determine what they look like based on that. Now, again, the surface area of a regular shape can be found using the formulas that were given earlier on. So we went through that back in learning goal 45 a little while back. It comes right before 46. And so we can do that. And here is our regular formulas. And so I have the regular formulas given to you here. We have a rectangle, a circle, a triangle, trapezoid, parallelogram, and as well as a regular polygon shape. These shapes, okay, all have a nice look to them. They all have given measurements. Okay, they're not just a random shape. And so these are our regular shapes. Okay, these are regular shapes: rectangle, circle, triangle, trapezoid, parallelogram, and regular polygon. If you're interested in, or if you're unsure about how to solve for these here, okay, you can go back to learning goal 45, which was back in our first lesson, sorry, our second cycle, and it's on the classroom still, and you can take a look at how do we find the area of each of these regular shapes. Some of them will be maybe a little bit more common, some of them are going to be maybe a little less common. The other thing that we can also do is find perimeter of these shapes as well. Remember, perimeter is the distance all the way around each of the shapes. Some of our perimeters are a little bit easier to find. We just add up the sides. A circle, we have to use one of these two formulas that are given here. A polygon, we just multiply the number of sides by the length. Other ones, we may or may not know the sides, and so it's important that we understand what our perimeter is, and we will be using that in the future as well, finding perimeter. Now, with this here, I'd like you to work on question number 1. Goes over some of the regular shapes. So work on question number 1, and once you're finished that, we'll get into looking at composite shapes.